Come on, internet, you're doing me fucking treeing. Hello, finally, the internet connects in. So, anyway, the flying monkeys are out already. I thought they would. Hello, Rihanna. Rihanna is the, Rhiannon is the girlfriend of Tommy's, who was the person who helped out on the video with my car. So, apparently I'm selling my car for crack. No, what I need my car for is I need a van. That was always the plan in the first place, to sell the car, to be able to get a van, to be able to take the bits that I do all the skipping with, to head forward to do the charity shop. That was the plan, always the plan, was the plan, hasn't changed. Ended up being another arsehole. Now, had Rhiannon not wanted the car, oh, I want the car, I'm a little girl who wants the car. Selling the car to them wouldn't have even been an option in the first place. It was only because of little girl Rhiannon. Oh, I want the car. I want to sit in the car and play music and go boom, boom, boom on the radio. Yeah. Had Rhiannon not been going to Tommy, oh, I want the car. Yeah. No discussion of selling the car would have even happened with these two. So, and anyway, I trusted them as a couple. I thought they would be people that would potentially maybe babysitting for the two boys. I thought genuinely, as you know, I've spoken about them regularly on my lives before because of getting to know people and things like that, that, you know, I thought they may be people. This is the same people who convinced me to sign with Dean as well. So not Rhiannon herself, but more Tommy. So keep the flying monkeys coming, make up the rumours, make up the lies, because you're worried that I might tell people that Tommy's a weed dealer, a shank. Basically the phone that I brought when I went back to the shop, he'd actually taken from the shop and sold to me. So it's not under the warranty that it should have been under in the first place, because I went back to try to get the glass, because the last time I heard from Tommy was, and Dean will vouch, is he was on his way to replace the glass on my screen, and this was the agreement with him, that he was going to be my new person taking over from Jordan. So Jordan used to be my phone person, so if my screen ever got broken, if my signals were playing up, or I had any problems with my phone, I would go to Jordan at the phone shop the other side. But because I've moved this side and moving over this side, I'd flipped everything over to this side and started going into the town over this side. And Tommy worked at the shop. I can even vouch which shop it was. Amber keeps everything, where I go, what I do, keeps logs and everything. So, and we do it for this very reason. So when the flying monkeys come, when the little schoolgirl little bitches want to start coming in with rumours that can cause absolute problems and mayhem with people that have got children, and they want to start throwing away just low-level language, really. I've noticed, like, take the other day, right, I had a bit of a fling with a woman across here because she was speeding around and nearly knocked my son over. All these people around here seem to be able to go, fuck you, fuck you, and it's like, can you not actually have a proper linguistic conversation? Can you not actually express your feelings? Can you not say things like, look, we were talking the other day and you said this, I didn't realise that actually, as a single mother or person around a children's father, and you've got a car and things, because these people haven't actually fucked over me. I've ended up better because I've got my car back plus the 200 deposit that they gave me. But what they've then done is they gave me a £200 deposit that they told me, and I have all of the texts and all the messages of it, to say his brother was coming down to make sure that he definitely wanted the car, it was definitely happening. He was giving, this is a boy who was trying to convince me to loan out my car and you know, let him buy it over time. And it was like, well, no, it's going up for 1,100. It's just, that's it. It's got to be sold. I need a lower car, insured car. I need a little runaround van, more to the point, but as long as it's got 2 seats. So he classed himself as a bit of a middleman, okay? And because he's a genuine Irish tinker and he keeps the cross upside down. So if anybody who understands the cross, and if the cross is upside down or thing, the cross upside down is not satanic, it's about St. Peter's. St. Peter says he wasn't worthy, so he turned the cross up the other way. That's what that was about. So for me, do you know what? It's not even about the car to me. Not even about the car one bit. It's about who's friends and who's foes. who are genuine good people and who are not. Now, I do have my car back, but Rhiannon and Tommy, who I'm not going to diss or put down because they're young, naive, and petty, but that man drove my car with no driving license. And he's had his dad paying for the insurance. This is people that were trying to help me out. They weren't helping me out. They were slowly grooming it away so they could take the car. Now, they haven't actually fucked me over. They've ended up fucking over a family that has got, there was 3 kids in the car this morning, okay? So as I went down to check to see if the car was there, as I do this morning, all of a sudden the car's coming around the corner. So I went and stood in front of the car in the road, expecting Tommy to get out to go, because he's been told on numerous occasions, pay me the £500 and get the websites done. But the fact that the websites were not done by Halloween, which was the date that this was all meant to have been finalised and sorted by, he said, trust me, it'll all be done by Halloween. It'll be done by Halloween. I'll have all these scanners around for the Save Our Children everywhere. It'll all be done by Halloween. It will all tie in. No, it wasn't. He was putting up a Teesprings fucking account. I've got all of the evidence and all of the proof. You know, he was asked to sort my CBD. He didn't. He's got scrawny little fucking kids that he's running around doing fucking weed deals all the way around. He's got kids riding around on scooters that are not insured. They're all going under his dad's insurance. And it's like, this is not good. This is the shit that fucks our communities up. This is the shit that means that people like me, who ask someone to put their car safe for 2 weeks while she can move and sort out her car insurance, because I won't drive with no car insurance. I won't drive not illegally, because I believe that we have a duty and a responsibility. Like I sold to him, you can't drive my car because if anything happens to it, you can't then give me back that item. And at the end of the day, you know, it's a property. It's my property. But do you know what's been really great about it? It's reminding me, because at the end of the day, like the police, the police came over today. They pulled it all in. I am the owner of the car. They've been putting themselves down as drivers of the car. Fantastic, great. I'd have had a fantastic relationship with you. I'd have probably even made money out of my car by loaning it to my local community as a business. Brilliant, fantastic, great. I don't mind things. But when you fuck me over, when you have situations where I'm having to take my children to hospital appointments or deal with the fact that my son had gone under the wheelchair, and hey guys, that's actually the lady who's been really affected by this. Because what he's done is, as soon as he got my car, he had actually set up a sale already, and he took £650 off a woman who's got 8 kids between her and her partner, whose mum had died, who had been in a really tragic situation. So he said he would buy the car, and they were buying it for $650, which is nowhere near what the car was worth. I could get more for it just paying for it to buyacar.com, which is what I was going to do, which was 800 quid if it came to it. So at the end of the day, they're now without. And she's been paying car insurance. She's the one that's been paying the car insurance. She's the one that's been paying the car tax. So I wondered why my car was always still at the same place when these people have moved. Every time I contacted Rhiannon, she'd say, we've separated, it's got nothing to do with me. Instead of actually communicating with me and telling me what is going on. Now, I've been told that when he came over with that £200 deposit, which he told me he was coming with 250, but turned up with 200 and folded a note to make it look a little bit more, and I double-checked it and counted, and it was 200, not 250. They haven't got any receipt. They haven't got any proof that they've given him this money. And he's now telling them that he's given me the money and it's all done and he owns the car and he can sell the car. Well, that's not true. It's my car. By the sake of the police, it's out there because the police say I am the owner of the car. And yes, it will either be back insured and taxed and put back on the road, or it will be sold so we can go and get a van. Not crack and smack as you cunts are trying to do. Don't do that one with me. I've already got social. I've already spoken to the police. Yes, it's a civil matter, but I've already spoke to them about your dumbass little schoolgirl, petty little things that can cause a mother like me problems with my children. You know it's not true. You know you're a game player. Don't try it with you silly monkeys. The reason that I got away from your silly little estate down there is because you're little monkeys, yeah? Do you want to see the difference with the people over here, yeah? They're not running around for little poxy fags and weed and you know, living a life. These are living illegal lives, yeah, where they actually pay for their cars and their insurances because they're not sitting scumming off the benefit state, building and they keep going, we got 17 of us. Well, bring you fucking 17. I love you too. I need to grow. I need to get stronger. And the more you come at me, the longer and harder I'm going to stand up for myself. I won't fight back. I'm not a fighter. But if I have to put you down, everyone's been told. Bring harm to my children, take my children, cause injury to my children, affect me in any way, shape or form that is physical to my body, that rocks my mental state, that causes me any harm. I have every right to protect myself to absolute protection, and everybody has been told what that means, what that stands for. So I don't need to now, because I've been back down that end tonight and people have been telling me, you're not scared. No, I'm not scared. Far from it. I'll go and stand and still dance down your street. I'll still dance outside because you're all cowering in your little properties, worried about COVID, sitting all in your freaking masks, and people are dying from conditions that they already had. That COVID is hard for the vulnerable, weak people, victims. I'm no victim. I'm not vulnerable. And you can't take the piss out of somebody like me. And you know what? You make me stronger. And I might end up trying to bless this family with this car, but we want to make sure that the man that's causing me the shit, yeah, he's the one that's got to be dealing with it because they've given him 650 quid, right? So I'm not a cunt that says, hey, she's just tried ringing me and we're going to speak, she's upset, she's crying. So I'll be working with her so she can use the car because I don't have a problem with it. And she's got insurance and tax on it so she can drive my car, not a problem, because she has a driving licence and she's legal. Not like people who are like scamming people, ripping people off. Gypsy tinkers. Can't live an honest life now, can ya?